provide you a framework how you yourself can reflect on how you sense resistance in yourself, why you sense resistance into others. So because it's always a mixture between your personal reflection and what you sense, what is going on with others. So maybe this might be also a framework you can start with to use afterwards. And coming out of the comfort zone, because change is not happening within the comfort zone. Change is always happening outside the comfort zone. It must be painful. If we don't feel pain, no change will happen at all. So looking at the organization, so it's always helpful to look what are the patterns that they're repeating to understand the situation of the organization. And then you can look at yourself. How much concentrated are you on yourself? When you go into meetings, you might find meetings are not from your interest. Do you cancel those meetings? Do you just go there and you sit there because you believe you need to sit there? What is actually what you really do to address your needs in meetings where you feel unwell or where you feel not focused or where you feel there's no prioritization. So actually what I would like to say here is that you have these 3 levels, and at that moment when you realize on self, what is that what you can influence, you can shift already, because then you can really set the new rules. Look at number 5 to 6. And with this little influence from yourself, you also can influence the organization and starting to address dysfunctional patterns in the organization. And then from there, you create impact. What we found out in our projects over the past years is creating transformation starts at the top, right? So this is the first thing. Secondly, creating a common understanding and creating a common understanding of principle for the transformation is really, really important to create movement. So if you start at the top and you start to have a negotiation on principles, you create this common understanding and also you start a certain kind of reflections. Absolutely. And what you see here is it's a pathway, right? It's a change framework as a pathway. So what I would like to provide you here is actually a way how you can organize, how you can structure your transformation projects in 4 areas, or in 4 steps. Here you refer to the business approach. So what is the strategy of the business that you need to look at, and what is it what you need to understand, what needs to change maybe on the structural business side as well as on the culture side. So this is the area of seeing and understanding, and to look what did we learn about the last 4 weeks in this transformation project. So what do we need to adapt again? This iterational processes I was talking about. So actually in every single phase.
Yeah, the most important aspects to consider when leading a transformation. For us, it was, first of all, the mindset that a transformation is not a sprint, but a marathon. So that came from Katrin. And so that was really the mindset that's so crucial for a change or for a transformation as such. Communicate the why. All the time, the why, the purpose of why are we doing that is to be communicated. So the strategy and the vision should be clear and should be repeated so that everyone is still on the boat.
You see, we have 5 points. First is that cultural change is not plannable.
There's a model called SCARF by David Rock, which gives quite a good idea about people reactions and emotions and stimulus and change situations. And it's about how to reward people in a sense that they release the serotonin chemical, in a positive way. So if you look at how human responses to change in the SCARF module, you see that a status of a person is always related to a certain recognition of improvements, to very positive, constructive feedback and appreciation. The same is with autonomy. So autonomy actually is about how much control we have in a situation.